You know that one room in every house that just kind of exists? Ours was the basement spare room. It came with the house, along with a surprising bonus, a full set of home theater equipment from the previous owners that they had no intention of taking with them. Watch the transformation of this room into a home theater today on John Builds Things. At the time we bought the house, we were busy with other projects and never got around to doing anything with it. But recently, our son's gotten older and started enjoying movie nights, and that lit a spark. I realized this could be more than just a half-finished guest room. It could be a place to share the movies that meant a lot to me growing up, and to be honest, a personal escape for me when I needed to unwind. The vision was clear, something that felt like a real movie theater, classic, a little retro, but still cozy. Step 1, paint. I wanted a black ceiling to cut down on the glare and basically vanish when the lights go down. My wife suggested hunter green for the walls, and honestly, she nailed it. The ceilings only took 2 coats of black, but those green walls needed 3 to get full coverage. It was about 3 solid days of prep, painting, trim work, and cleanup, and then some extra time throughout the week for touch-ups as everything settled. The black paint was Sherwin-Williams Tricorn Black with a flat finish, and the green was Hunt Club in a matte finish, also from Sherwin-Williams. Now for the part I was probably most excited and most nervous about, the ceiling. I'd seen these incredible Starfield ceilings online. The concept was simple: thread fiber optic strands through a black panel to make a night sky effect. But the materials people used were all over the place. Foam, stretched fabric, painted wood, everything. Foam seemed too fragile. Painted wood felt like way too much sanding and painting, which I already had too much of. And just fabric alone would have been a mounting nightmare. So I went with thin plywood underlayment panels. Super light, easy to cut, and I stretched black tablecloth fabric over them and held them down with glue and staples. Bonus, it helps absorb sound too. For the lights, I bought a 300 strand fiber optic kit. Threading each one was as tedious as it sounds. I punched holes, poked each strand through, and hot glued them from the back. One pro tip: hot glue and the fiber optics don't get along well. Too much heat and those strands curl up. Once everything was in place, I mounted the panels using I-hooks in the joists and J-hooks on the frames. For the walls, I wanted something personal, my favorite movies from over the years. I found the posters online and printed them on 11 by 17 pieces of paper using a wide format printer. The frames are just from Amazon. I mounted the posters to their frames with good old masking tape. Nothing fancy, but it works. The plexiglass has a bit more glare than I'd like, but when you are sucked into whatever you're watching, you barely notice it. Now here's the part where the real magic happens, the gear. And the best part, all of it was free. You see, the previous owners left behind a power conditioner, a receiver, surround speakers, a massive subwoofer, and a projector. We basically inherited a starter kit for our home theater. It was a huge win. The receiver's calibration mic was missing, so I bought one online and used the receiver's auto calibration to tune the speakers exactly to the room. I've got an old Apple TV hooked up for streaming, so I can access just about any media, including DVDs and Blu-rays I ripped onto a Jellyfin home media server. The projector isn't anything fancy, it's just 1080p, but it gets the job done. All it needed was a little calibration, and I found several options on YouTube for doing that. Someday I'll upgrade to full 4K, but that's a problem for another day. In the end, I'm really proud of how this room turned out. I've been watching a lot of cinematic shows like Severance and Andor. They look amazing down here. as well as enjoying some of my personal favorites like Apollo 13, Back to the Future, and many others that I've begun sharing with my son. But more than that, it's a special place for the whole family. I'm excited for all the movie nights ahead, sharing those old favorites, discovering new ones together, and escaping for a few hours. Thanks for watching, and if you're thinking about building your own home theater, hopefully this gave you some ideas. Leave a comment, subscribe, and I'll see you at the movies.